Dear students, welcome back to physics class. Good morning to all. So in last class we have seen the introduction about the fourth lessons, that is moving charges and mechanisms. So in the introduction first we have discussed the Oersted experiment. In the Oersted experiment the deflection in the needle depends upon the direction of the flow of current. So with respect to the direction of current, there is a change in the deflection in the magnetic needle. So after that we have discussed what is the magnetic Lorentz force. So the magnetic Lorentz force is F is equal to QVB sin theta. Am I right? So from that we have determined the magnetic field also, and how to find the SI unit as well as the dimension formula, that also we have discussed. So now related to that magnetic Lorentz force, that is when a charged particle is placed in an external magnetic field, how the particle experiences the force. Okay, already we have external magnetic field. So external uniform magnetic field. In that external uniform magnetic field, when a charged particle, it may be a positive or negative. So positive charged particle is placed perpendicularly with the velocity v, how it experiences the force. So this only we have calculated. F is equal to QVB sin theta. Theta is an angle between the velocity vector of a charged particle to the external magnetic field. Okay, V is the velocity of charged particle and V is the external magnetic field. So already in external magnetic field, when a moving charge is placed, the charge further produces a magnetic field. So the magnetic field produced by the charge, when it is in the external magnetic field, that is a force. It may be a repulsive or attractive force. So that interactive force only we have determined F is equal to QVB sin theta. From that we found the magnetic field is forced by QV sin theta, and we have found the SI unit is Tesla, how it is related, Tesla and the Gauss. So இது வரைக்கும் தான் நம்ம last classல பார்த்தோம். So இந்த formula base பண்ணி இப்போ ஒரு simple numericals, it's very simple numericals. There is a possibility of asking this in 1 mark or 2 marks. Okay, an alpha particle, question itself given, an alpha particle of mass, alpha particle mass is given 6.65 into 10 to the power minus 27. is traveling at a right angle to right angle. What is the right angle? It's a theta, which is equal to 90 degree for right angle. Alpha particles. Okay. To a magnetic field with the speed also given. The strength of the magnetic field also 0.2 magnetic field. So find the force and acceleration of the particles. Okay. Look at the solutions. This is alpha particle now. So alpha particles are nothing but partially charged helium nuclei. Alpha particles are nothing but partially charged helium nuclei that contains the 2 protons. Alpha particles that contains the 2 protons as well as the 2 neutrons, but we don't want the neutrons. Only the charged particle can be accelerated. So the number of protons for alpha particle is 2 plus e. So alpha particle contains the 2 protons, which is equal to 2 into, what is the charge of a proton? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. You should note one thing, here we are concerned only the magnitude. The electron ஆகட்டும் proton ஆகட்டும் ரெண்டுக்கும் magnitude என்னவோ same தான். But electron முன்னாடி minus போடுவோம், proton plus போடுவோம். But alpha particle contains the 2 protons, that is partially charged particle. So the magnitude alone we are consider. So this one is traveling, this alpha particle is traveling perpendicular. So what is an angle? It's 90 degree. So theta is 90 degree. With the velocity, what is the velocity of alpha particle? The velocity of alpha particle is 6 into 10 to the power 5 meter per second, and the region in which the external magnetic field is 0.2 Tesla. So we need to find the force and acceleration. So force, magnetic Lorentz force, F is equal to QVB sin theta. What is the charge? The charge of an alpha particle, that is, this is the charge of an alpha particle. So 2 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into the velocity 6 into 10 to the power 5 meter per second. The region magnetic field is 0.2 into sin 90 degree. So sin 90 degree போட்டாலும் ஒண்ணு போடனாலும் ஒண்ணு, because for a maximum force the particle velocity should be perpendicular to the magnetic field. Are you clear? for a maximum force, maximum upward force, the particle velocity should be perpendicular to magnetic field. Then only the force is maximum. If angle is less, then force is minimum. Suppose if the particle moves along the external magnetic field, there is no force. Okay, so we can verify using a Fleming's left hand rule. Here also we have verified. So after the simplifications, the answer is the force produced, the upward force experienced by the charged particle is 3.84 into 10 to the power minus 40 Newton. So this is the force, that is upward force experienced by alpha particle when it is placed right angle to a external magnetic field. So one we have got it. The second one is acceleration. The acceleration from the second law, that is ratio to the force and mass of the charged particle. So force we have calculated, that is 3.84 into 10 to the power minus 14 Newton divided by the mass of an alpha particle. Already they mentioned the mass of an alpha particle. So the mass of an alpha particle is 6.65 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram. So Newton we can write it as kilogram meter per second square. So kilogram cancel. Then 3.84 divided by 6.65 into 10 to the power minus 14. The denominator while you are changing it become plus 27. Then meter per second square. After the simplifications, then the acceleration produced is 5.77 into 10 to the power 12 meter per second square. So this is the acceleration produced by charged particle. So this acceleration is very large compared to the acceleration due to gravity on Earth. So the acceleration due to gravity on Earth is only 9.8 meter per second square. But when the proton, that is partially charged particle, enters at right angle to the external magnetic field, it experiences a greater force. Due to the greater force, the acceleration also very huge. Okay, so the acceleration is very high, that is 5.77 into 10 to the power 12 meter per second square. Okay, now the next topic is Biot-Savart law. Okay, the next important law in this lesson is Biot-Savart law. This law is also called Laplace law. What is the importance of this law? Actually, this law gives a relation to find the magnetic field due to the small current element. Although this, we know the conductors, current carrying conductors, like many metallic wires. Mostly we'll use a copper wire. We'll take a simple example, copper wire. There is a metallic wire. The metallic wire is composed of many current elements. அதாவது current அந்த wire full of flow ஆகுதுன்னா அதுல ஒவ்வொரு small portionலயும் current flow ஆகும். எல்லாமே யூனிஃபார்மா ஒரே டைரக்ஷன்ல இருக்கும். எப்பவும் current-ஓட direction is the direction of the current is from positive to negative, whereas the direction of the electron is negative to positive. So அது மாதிரி ஒரு conductorல current flow வரப்போ ஒரு சின்ன portionல there is a small current element that produce a magnetic field, because moving charge produce magnetic field. That is the concept. So அப்ப அந்த ஒரு சின்ன current elementனால produce ஆற magnetic field எப்படி இருக்கும்? Then for entire wire, it may be whatever the shape, it may be a straight wire or a circular loop. ஒரு straight wire bend பண்ண loop. So இதெல்லாம் நம்ம அடுத்து வரக்கூடிய டாபிக்ல பார்க்க போறோம். Now we take an infinite straight wire, a very long infinite straight wire. So this is very long infinite straight wire, name it as X and Y. In this infinite long straight wire, which carries a current I. So I is the strength of the current which flows through the conductor. Now in this straight infinite conductor, we take a small current element AB. The small current element is AB. The size of the current element is dl. Okay, அதனோட ஒவ்வொரு லென்த்க்கும் நம்ம எடுத்து small current element, so the size of the current element is AB and it is dl. This is the current element. So in the current element nala produce, actually this already carries a current, so due to the small current element that produce a magnetic field around it, our aim is to determine, yes, we want to find the magnetic field due to small current element. Okay, we want to find only the magnetic field due to small current element. Okay, so in the ஒரு small current element la current carry ஆகிறதுனால அந்த current element ல இருந்து at a point P is a point located somewhere else. So the P ங்கிற point எவ்வளவு distance ல இருக்குன்னா the position vector is r vector. So let this point is O. So here OP is equal to r vector. So this point is perpendicular to the current element. So OP is perpendicular to the current element AB, making an angle theta. So the theta, what is the theta? Theta is angle between DL to R at P. Okay. Then AB, what is the AB? AB is nothing but size of current element AB is the size of current element having the length is dl. நம்மளோட aim இந்த ஒரு சின்ன current elementல எவ்வளவு இருக்கும். Then I is the current through AB over XY. ஒட்டுமொத்த கண்டக்டர்லயும் current flow ஆகுது, இங்க AB லயும் current flow ஆகுது. Okay, so இப்போ நம்மளோட aim என்னன்னா we want to find the magnetic field due to the small current element at a point P, and then we are going to find the current through entire element. Okay, so what the Biot-Savart law says, already we know Biot-Savart law gives the relation and also to find the magnetic field due to the small current element. அப்ப small current element நால அது produce பண்ற magnetic field dB ஆ தான் இருக்கும். So the small current element according to Biot-Savart law, the magnetic field produced due to the magnitude of the magnetic field produced due to the small current element is directly proportional to strength of the current. And also directly proportional to the current through the element. And also directly proportional to angle between the current element and the position vector r, but this magnetic field is inversely proportional to what is it? Square of its position. Okay, so we are recombining all this, then what you will get? By recombining all this, that is, we can represent as the magnetic field produced due to the small current element is directly proportional to current through the small element. Okay, and the angle between the current element to its position and inversely proportional to square of its distance between them. Okay, so but we have to consider only the magnitude. So if we vector form தேவையில்லை, we need only the magnitude. According to Biot-Savart law, the magnitude of magnetic field by element, current element is given like this. Okay, so whenever the proportion become equal, we have one constant. So the magnitude of the magnetic field, which is equal to K into ideal sin theta by r square. What is the K here? It is a proportionality constant, but the K is a constant, and it depends the region between the current element and the single point in the region. It depends the region between current element to P. But maximum நம்ம கண்டக்டருக்குள்ள என்னதான் இருக்கும் அந்த current elementலயும் நம்ம மெஷர் பண்ணக்கூடிய பாயிண்ட்டும் it's a vacuum. But generally we take this value as constant in vacuum. That is the region between point P to the current element AB. Okay. So the value of K already they found. Value of K is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. And this is equation number 1. The value of K is mu naught by 4 pi. This is 2. Where what is the mu naught? நம்ம first chapter ல வந்து epsilon naught பார்த்திருக்கோம். What is the epsilon naught? Permittivity in free space. But this is magnetism lessons. So it is permeability, but not na vacuum. So absolute permeability, where mu naught is absolute permeability of free space. That is a vacuum. Free space. This value is this mu naught value is, so the value of mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. So this is the value of mu naught. Okay, Weber ampere inverse meter inverse. So this is the value of the permeability, that is absolute permeability. But for some other medium the value may be changed. Okay, so now here namakku in the element ku ingra point naduvanda we assume it's a vacuum. So under that condition the mu naught value is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Weber per ampere meter or Weber ampere inverse meter inverse. அதாவது 1 மீட்டர் லென்த் இருக்க கண்டக்டர்ல 1 ஆம்பியர் கரண்ட் போச்சுனா அந்த கேஸ்ல ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுற magnetic field. Okay, so now substitute this value 2 in 1. Substitute 2 in 1. We'll get the dB, which is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into ideal sin theta by r square. Okay, so this is general formula, but also see we can convert it into Tesla. We can convert this value into Tesla, so that in Tesla this mu naught value is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Tesla Tesla ampere meter. Okay, but 1 Tesla is equal to 1 Weber per meter square. இதில் இருந்து அந்த ரிலேஷன் கொண்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. 1 Tesla, it's a large magnetic field. 1 Tesla is equal to 10 to the power 4 Gauss. Already we know. So 1 Tesla is equal to 1 Weber per meter square. So 1 meter square area இருக்க ஒரு வயர்ல 1 Weber of magnetic field இருந்தா then total magnetic field at the region. So the Weber is magnetic field induction. Okay, in the particular area which is equal to 1 Tesla. So Tesla would relate பண்ணி சொல்லிருக்காங்க. So this is the general form of Biot-Savart law. So this is the general form of Biot-Savart law, but vector form we can use a vector notation. So in a vector, so dB vector, which is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I dl, it's a vector, into r vector இங்க மேல போட்டா denominator இன்னொரு r add ஆகும். So r cube into r cap. So this is the vector form of Biot-Savart law. This is the vector form of Biot-Savart law. Okay, right. So we have a general form and vector form. So vector form na namakku inga unit vector enna ponnu kandipa r cap potruknom mela vector notation mention panniruknom. So this is the vector form of Biot-Savart law and this is the general form of Biot-Savart law. Inga engi nama vector use pannala but nama inga vector use pannirukom. So the magnetic field produced due to the small current element and the current element also, the element also, it's a vector. Then the position, it's a position vector. So this is a vector form, but vector form la எப்பவுமே என்ன பண்ணும் cap mention பண்ணி ஆகணும். That is nothing but unit vector. இங்க r cap னு போட்டிருக்கிறது unit vector. Okay. The continuity. So this is a magnetic field produced due to the small current element. Suppose for an entire wire, நமக்கு ஒரு known length இருக்கு, ஒரு known length இருக்கு, அந்த ஒரு ஒட்டுமொத்த வயருக்கு calculate பண்ணா total magnetic field calculate பண்ணலாமா? So equation, this is equation 3a and 3b. So equation 3a and 3b gives equation 3a comma 3b gives small magnetic field due to small current element. But one can determine the total magnetic field of the entire wire. Yes, but we can easily determine the total magnetic field for entire wire. So what is it? So the total magnetic field for entire wire is integral dt. So this is the total magnetic field for entire wire. Then how the equation is modified? So 3a can be written as b is equal to integration db, which is equal to integral mu naught by 4 pi into ideal sin theta by r square. Okay, so this is 3a and 3b, that is a vector form, no? So vector form, so b vector which is equal to integral db vector, that is equal to integral mu naught by 4 pi into I into dl vector cross r vector divided by r cube into r cap. So நமக்கு integration symbol எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? நமக்கு integration means summing of all இருக்கிற எல்லா small, ஏன்னா current direction பாத்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ ஒரு கண்டக்டர் இருக்குன்னா எல்லா எலிமெண்ட்லயும் the direction of the current is ஒரே direction தான் இருக்கும். So இது மாதிரி n number of element இருக்கும். அப்போ ஒரு எலிமெண்ட்டுக்கு dB னா ஒட்டுமொத்த எலிமெண்ட்டுக்கும் integrate பண்ணுமா? So summing of all it with its limit, நமக்கு லிமிட் தெரிஞ்சதுனா லிமிட் யூஸ் பண்ணி டைரக்டா கால்குலேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So this two formula gives the total magnetic field of the entire straight wire carrying a current in which the magnetic field at a point P from its center. Okay, அடுத்தது இதோட மற்ற other forms we are going to see some other forms of, now we are going to find some other forms of magnetic field, that is Biot-Savart law, the different forms of Biot-Savart law. So with respect to various factors, how the Biot-Savart law can be modified. Adula first pathamna, listen. So Biot-Savart law in terms of current density. In terms of current density, what is the current density? It is J. Biot-Savart law in terms of current density is dB vector, which is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. நமக்கு already vector form தெரியும். Mu naught by 4 pi into J vector r cap divided by r cube into dB. So ila J na enna, it's current density. நம்ம third level la படிச்சிருப்போம். So where J is the current density, it is a ratio between current through a certain area of cross section of element. So multiply dl on both sides. So I into dl divided by area into dl. Okay, so I into dl divided by area into length, meter square into meter, that is a meter cube. It's nothing but volume. So ideal by ADL, that is equal to ideal by dV. So dV அப்படியே இருக்கு, but instead of ideal நம்ம என்ன எடுத்துக்கிறோம், J current density எடுத்துக்கிறோம். So this formula is the Biot-Savart law in terms of current density. Current density பொறுத்து Biot-Savart law எப்படி modify பண்ணிருப்போம். The next one, Biot-Savart law in terms of charge and velocity. Biot-Savart law in terms of charge q and the velocity v. So dB is equal to mu naught by 4 by into q into v cross r divided by r cube. Okay, and what is the v? It's a velocity. So where ideal vector, which is equal to q by dt into dl. But also we can write it as q into dl vector by dt, q into dl vector by dt, which is equal to q into dv. Because dl is a current element, dt is a small time. So upon the small time la and the small current element la evlo current flow agudhu, evlo number of charges irukku. So the rate of change of displacement is nothing but velocity. So it's a velocity. Upon the small charge nala and that create a velocity. So velocity ku and the charge ku irukka relation with c andadu second formation. So the second form, that is Biot-Savart law in terms of charge and velocity. Third one, Biot-Savart law in terms of Biot-Savart law in terms of magnetizing force. What is the magnetizing force? And the charge particle nala and it will produce a magnetic field, or magnetizing intensity. Magnetizing intensity H of magnetic field. So that can be denoted by dH, and those small elements nala produce agra magnetizing power or magnetizing force. dH is equal to dB by mu naught. ஏன்னா vacuum la தான இருக்கு, அந்த position vector from the current element in vacuum in which is equal to 1 by 4 pi into ideal cross r vector divided by r cube. So the dH vector, which is also equal to 1 by 4 pi into ideal by r square into r cap. And dH is equal to, this is vector form, another one form, dH is equal to 1 by 4 pi ideal sin theta by r square. But maximum in the case கேட்க மாட்டாங்க, but இந்த ரெண்டு கேஸ் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. So Biot-Savart law ஓட purpose என்னது, ஒரு infinite straight wireல ஒரு small current elementல இருந்து இல்ல ஐங்கிற current flow ஆகுது, அந்த small current elementல இருந்து pங்கிற point இருக்க position r. So அப்ப அதுல produce ஆகிற magnetic field என்ன, இந்த dங்கிற current elementனால produce ஆகிற magnetic field என்ன, then ஒட்டுமொத்த வயருக்குமான magnetic field என்ன. So generally Biot-Savart law is used to determine the magnetic field due to the small current element, that is the small magnetic field due to the small current element. Also we found the total magnetic field of the wire. So this two case is the total magnetic field in vector form and in central form. Okay, that's it. The topic is magnetic field due to current carrying straight wire. Magnetic field due to current carrying straight wire. So first நமக்கு infinite length of wireல ஒரு small portion எப்படி பார்த்தோம். இப்போ அது infinite length இல்லாம ஒரு known length இருக்கு. So அதான் magnetic field due to a current carrying a straight wire. Okay, let us consider the wire XY. XY is a straight wire, okay, which carries the current I. So I is the current entering through this straight wire. So when this current entering through the straight wire, let us take a small current element dl. So let dl be the small current element. Okay, this current element is located at a point. This current element is located at a point P to its position vector r vector. So by making an angle theta. So theta is an angle between the current element, the point in which the magnetic field is determined for a straight wire. Okay, and from the center of the conductor, this point is located at right angle. Okay, moreover, in the point இருந்து இந்த current element இருக்க angle என்னன்னா pi. So pi is an angle between the current element at a point P to the current element. Okay, so அப்ப அதனோட end இருக்கீங்களா, two ends, x and y ends. So x and y ends, இந்த x endங்கிறது பார்த்தோம்னா அந்த current element ல இருந்து create பண்ற angle என்னன்னா இது change பண்ணிக்கலாம். So this is r vector. Okay, so இந்த x ங்கற end எவ்வளவு angle இருக்குன்னா it's a pi 1. Similarly, in the y அப்படிங்கற end இந்த current element ல இருந்து எவ்வளவு angle இருக்குன்னா it is pi 2. அப்படி பார்த்தோம்னா நமக்கு pi 2 ங்கிறது பிளஸ்ல வந்துரும், pi 1 ங்கிறது மைனஸ்ல வந்துரும். ஏனா இந்த சென்டர் பாயிண்ட்க்கு கீழ 2 and below is 2 and above, so it's a plus, it's a minus. Okay, so now we'll take and write xy is a straight conductor. And I is a current through it. I is a current through it. Okay, dl is a small current element. dl is a small current element. And theta is the angle between, theta is the angle between the current element to the point P. To P, that is the current element is PC. PC is located at a distance A. So PC is located at a distance A. That is PC is equal to A. Okay, and this point is a position vector r vector. அதுவும் நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. Then angle between ideal and r of S. Theta is an angle between ideal to the point P, that is current element ideal, and r to P. Okay, நமக்கு இப்போ என்ன கால்குலேட் பண்ண போறோம்னா இந்த ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் வயரோட மேக்னெட்டிக் ஃபீல்ட், அதுல ஐங்கிற கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோ வரப்போ அதோட டோட்டல் மேக்னெட்டிக் ஃபீல்ட் என்னங்கிறது நம்மளால டைரக்டா கால்குலேட் பண்ண முடியாது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அதுல இருக்க ஒரு ஸ்மால் கரண்ட் எலிமெண்ட் எடுத்துட்டு அதுக்கு பைட் சாவர்ட் லா அப்ளை பண்ணுவோம். இனிமேல் நம்ம பார்க்க போறது எல்லாம் அப்ளிகேஷன் ஆஃப் பைட் சாவர்ட் லா. அதுல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மேக்னெட்டிக் ஃபீல்ட் டியூ டு த ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் வயர். So magnetic field due to small current element, due to small current element according to Biot-Savart law. So already நம்ம determine பண்ணிருக்கோம். What is that? dV, which is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta by r square, ideal sin theta by r square. Okay, this already we determined for a straight wire. So in this equations நம்ம ஒவ்வொரு term calculate பண்ண போறோம். So we want to find the dl or theta, and also yes, all this value we want to determine. So first term எடுத்துக்க போறது right angle triangle POC. POC. So in this right angle triangle POC. Okay. So in right angle triangle, in the right angle triangle POC, 90 degree. This is 90 degree. This 90 degree is equal to theta plus phi. In the right angle triangle POC, is then a current element. This is the current element. So this is right angle 90 degree. This is an angle theta. This is an angle phi. So 90 degree, which is equal to theta plus phi, but we want a theta value. So theta is equal to 90 degree minus phi. So this is yes, this is equation 1, main equation. Now we know theta value. Therefore sin theta is equal to both sides sin 90 minus phi, which is equal to cos phi. This is 2. So sin theta value we have determined, it is cos phi. The next, also cos theta value, cos phi value we can determine. So also cos phi, what is the cos formula? Adjacent by cos formula என்னது? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So in this triangle, adjacent is, this is A, hypotenuse is R. So adjacent by hypotenuse, that is A by R, or R is equal to A by cos phi. This is 3. Okay. The next one is tan value. So tan phi, which is equal to adjacent by opposite. So this is adjacent by hypotenuse, adjacent by opposite. What is adjacent? Adjacent is L by hypotenuse. ஏன்னா இது DL னா இது டோட்டல் என்னவா இருக்கும்? L ஆ இருக்கும், total length. And the opposite is A. Adjacent by, no, what is the tan phi? Opposite by adjacent, that is L by A, or L is equal to A tan phi. L is equal to A tan phi. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள் தான், ஒன்றும் பெரிய கஷ்டமே இல்லை. L is equal to A tan phi. Now this equations, we have this equation 4 differentiate on both sides. So equation 4 is differentiating. We know the differentiation. So after differentiation, we will get dl is equal to A tan theta பண்ணா secant square theta கிடைக்கும், and theta na d phi. So அப்ப tan phi na secant square phi, and further d phi. This is 5. Okay, substitute all these equations 2, 3, 4 and 5 in this main equations, that is Biot-Savart law. Substitute 2 to 5 in 1. எல்லாமே first equation substitute பண்ணா what will get? dB, which is equal to mu naught by 4 pi, instead of I constant now, but dl, what is the dl? A secant square pi d pi. The next one is sin theta. What is the sin theta? Sin theta is equal to cos pi. Cos pi divided by r square. What is the r? R value is equal to A cos pi. Therefore r square is equal to A square by cos square pi. So substitute, instead of r square, A square by cos square pi. So after the simplification, therefore dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. A square cancel achna I divided by A irukum. Okay va? Then secant square is 1 by cos square. Secant square is 1 by cos square phi. இந்த denominator இருக்கு cos square phi மேல போயிடும். ஆல்ரெடி இன்னொரு cos phi இருக்கு, cos phi d phi இருக்கு. ஸோ இது ரெண்டு கேன்சல் ஆச்சுன்னா cos phi d phi கிடைக்கும் நமக்கு. So we have cos phi d phi. This is equation number 6. இப்போ நமக்கு small magnetic field கிடைச்சிருச்சு. இப்போ இதனோட direction நமக்கு தெரியணும். So the direction of dB according to right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule தெரியும். In a straight current carrying conductor, you are holding a straight current carrying conductor in which the direction of the current is upwards. The direction of flow of current is upwards. So the magnetic field produced will be anti-clockwise. So according to right hand thumb rule, we can check the direction of the magnetic field. So the direction of the magnetic field can be verified by right hand thumb rule. Okay, that is perpendicular to plane and directed inwards. In plane and directed inwards. So all other elements produce magnetic field in same direction. So இது நமக்கு ஒரு சின்ன எலிமெண்ட்னால கிடைச்ச magnetic field. Then total magnetic field which is total magnetic field of the straight conductor XY with limits. What is the limit? One is minus pi 1, another one is plus pi 2. With the minus pi 1 to plus pi 2, that is equal to integration minus pi 1 to plus pi 2 into dB. So B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi A into integration minus pi 1 to plus pi 2 of cos pi d pi. Okay. So after the integration, cos pi integrate பண்ணா என்ன கிடைக்கும்? sin pi கிடைக்கும். So next step is mu naught I by 4 pi A. Cos pi integrate பண்ணா sin pi கிடைக்கும். Then the limit, upper limit is plus pi 2, lower limit is minus pi 1. அப்ப upper limit substitute பண்ணி அதுக்கப்புறம் lower limit substitute பண்ணுவோமா? அப்ப sin pi க்கு upper limit டைரக்டா வந்துரும், minus of minus அப்ப என்ன plus. அப்ப sin pi 1 plus sin pi 2 கிடைக்குமா? So we have mu naught I by 4 pi A into sin pi 1 plus sin pi 2. So this is the total magnetic field of the straight wire. So equation 7 gives the total magnetic field of straight wire. இங்க எப்படி பிளஸ் வந்ததுன்னு கேக்குறீங்கன்னா, நம்ம இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் லிமிட் சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணோம். எப்பவுமே இந்த இடத்துல x இருந்ததுன்னா அப்பர் லிமிட், ஆனா இங்க பை இருக்கு. சோ பைக்கு அப்பர் லிமிட் பிளஸ் பை, மைனஸ் ஆஃப் லோவர் லிமிட் மைனஸ் பை 1. So minus pi 1 into minus plus pi 1. So sin pi 1 plus sin pi 2 கிடைச்சிரும். So this is the total magnetic field of a straight wire when it carries the current I for an entire wire. அப்போ நமக்கு ஒட்டுமொத்த straight wire XY wireோட magnetic field கிடைச்சிருச்சு. இப்போ நம்ம we are going to use the special case in the next class, but once again we recall, நமக்கு XY ங்கிறது straight wire, அதுல small elementsல produce ஆற magnetic field Pங்கிற பாயிண்ட determine பண்ண போறோம். So அப்போ இந்த Pங்கிற பாயிண்ட பொறுத்து magnetic field எப்படி இருக்குங்கிறது special case. So அதை we'll see next class. First we'll see how to determine the magnetic field by the small element. So அதுல நம்ம first எடுத்துக்கிட்டது right angle. இந்த right angle POC. இந்த right angle POC is the right angle. Alla 90 degree is the sum of the angle between the element and the position vector to the phi. So theta is equal to 90 minus phi. So from this we found the sin theta value. Sin 90 minus theta, that is sin 90 minus phi is equal to cos phi. Okay, so sin theta value namakku keduthuchu. The next we are going to find the r value, and the r value எப்படினா cos phi எடுங்க. So அப்ப cos phi ன ஃபார்முலா என்ன? adjacent by hypotenuse. Cos phi is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is a, hypotenuse r, or r is equal to a by cos phi, or r square is equal to a square by cos phi. So r ஓட வேல்யூ கிடைச்சிருச்சு. The next one L வேணும் நமக்கு கரண்ட்ங்கிறது கான்ஸ்டன்ட் அது தேவையில்லை ஸோ அதுக்கு tan pi எடுங்க ஸோ tan pi is equal to what is the tan pi sorry I changed and written wrong so tan is opposite by adjacent so opposite is L இதுக்கு opposite is L and adjacent is A so opposite by adjacent that is L by A so L is equal to A tan pi is equal to L by A L is equal to A tan pi differentiating on both sides so dl is equal to A constant cannot differentiate tan pi differentiate பண்ணா secant square pi கிடைச்சும் further d pi so this is dl value கரெக்ட்டா so இந்த வேல்யூ நீங்க சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணுவீங்க so இந்த மூணு வேல்யூ நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்ண மூணு வேல்யூ இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன்ல சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணோம்னா நமக்கு இங்க a by a square அப்போ ஒரு a இதுல ஒரு a கேன்சல் ஆயிரும் I by a then secant squareங்கிறது 1 by cos square அந்த cos square இந்த cos square கேன்சல் ஆயிரும் remaining cos pi into d by தான் இருக்கும் so இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன் தான் magnetic field produced due to the small current element நமக்கு total magnetic field வேணும் கண்டக்டர்ல எல்லா கண்டக்டர்லயுமே எல்லா எலிமெண்ட்டுமே ஒரே டைரக்ஷன் தான் இருக்கும் அதுமே ரைட் thumb rule வெச்சு வெரிஃபை பண்ணோம்னா right thumb rule you are holding a straight current carrying conductor in which if the current is upwards then the magnetic field is anti-clockwise அப்போ plane into the plane போதா so that only I have written so the direction of the magnetic field according to right thumb rule is perpendicular to the plane and directed inward so all other elements produce magnetic field in same direction அப்ப நம்ம integrate பண்ணோம் எந்த லிமிட் வெச்சு minus pi 1 to plus pi 2 so using the limit we are integrating after integrating we got the total magnetic field okay so இது வரைக்கும் முடிஞ்சிருக்கு but still we have a special cases that we will discuss in the next class thank you